Speedo's Machiavelli COVID-19 end time speeches. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has blessed me with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting out of getting done with a war zone that broke out towards me, a war zone to break out over, of course, what's the number one thing to feud about in these end times of funny stuff that's going on that's not making no sense at all. Is all we can look to is a gold box. This walk a city of gold, the street of gold right there, to heaven above. You know what I mean? I just purchased this, got this bag right here. You know what I'm saying? I purchased this new crazy book that I'm gonna be researching into. I had to get this cheap paper bag. It's already tearing up and everything. It's already tearing. Fix my mask real quick. Fix my mask. Fix my stuff. Stuff's looking messed up. The thing is already tearing right up. You know what I'm saying? and uh, got it from a cheap little bookstore, cheap little dead little book holder. That's why I said, you know, economically we're seeing just straight crisis, and the book that I'm getting is pretty controversial and political of knowledge that I'm obtaining and everything that I need to attain because I'm no longer a child in this world, and I need to be informed to be able to protect myself with true wisdom. You know what I mean? And you know, ministry being the number one, but you know, even more, even beyond even that and everything. So I purchased this book and uh, had a problem over this bag right here. I'm gonna get to in a second. Let's take this book out right now. It already look at that. Look at that. It already tore up, tore into pieces, man. We need plastic bags back. That's what that's the point I'm making. We need our plastic bags back. This is not fair. This is not good. That's all that paper is gonna do. It's gonna tear. So why are they even doing this to us and having us on this slavery? You know what I mean? But a woman actually uh, just flipped on me about this. I just bought this right here. An unholy alliance, an unholy government system, okay? An unholy world that we are seeing in times that we are facing and seeing. And I was purchasing this from an old book holder, an old dying out uh, 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 book holder, and I stumbled across as I was getting. I needed a bag, and I kind of spoke out about it. She was reaching for the new paper bag law and everything, and what it came out of me was. That they're gonna tear when it's raining. They're just tearing everywhere. We need it would be nice to have the plastic bags back, but I guess this is what's going on. And she kind of uh, reacted back at me and said that this is basically good for our community. This is what the community needs: is to have paper bags and get rid of the plastic bags. That this was bettering for our community. Those were her words that I can remember. And I'm here to say I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. Not one bit do I agree with that. And I think it was because I was purchasing this book, okay, why it sparked the war zone of this matter, of such a filthy uh, nonsense reaction to be made. You know, and I think this book has sparked the war zone of it. Here it is right here, Unholy Alliance. I guess that's the president of Germany, he is. You know, we are in a war zone. This is what we're in, economic crisis. You know what I mean? We have some serious, no, uh, you know, the love is growing cold, man. The love is just growing cold. It seems like every day, every month, man, every little crumb, man. Every month, every day, there's something new, dramatic that's changing, that's just making things even worse. And I'm sure this is what the reaction would be out of Amazon as well. You know, that uh, they don't want to talk about it. They want to beat around the bush about it and throw these fits and say, oh, you know, this is for the better when it's not for the better. No bags is an issue, let alone that now they're tearing down our Amazons, and now they're going to make us crowd up in line and have even more problems, even more of a crisis, man, of problems, man. You know what I mean? So we're looking at an unholy alliance. You know what I mean? That's what we're seeing, an unholy uh, 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 world that we're living in, ungodly. We need God to come and save us with the clouds, as was mentioned, Revelation. You know, this woman is an unholy, uh, demonic person who is stuck on the nonsense in life. I would say just statistically of what it is. You know, that's what the jobs are going to become. You know what I mean? That's what economically our jobs are basically becoming. Because I could speak with more reality and truth out here battling through what I'm battling through, and this person doesn't want to see it my way. Doesn't want to see it my way or speak any truth because she's worried about getting fired or cloned and taken over. So that's what we're seeing, man. End times, man. You know what I mean? We're seeing the end times, the Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches, an unholy alliance, an unholy government, you know what I mean, who is doing wrong, you know. A lot of things are disappearing. Amazons are getting shut down. I showed you guys what went down with the subway on Golden West and Warner. Golden West is getting just absolutely awful, terrible to imagine, to think about the city of gold I've been talking about, that I've been mentioning, the city of gold. You know what I mean? That's mentioned in Revelation 21 through 22. You know, now a wing stop, Subway turned into a wing stop, which is basically not for breakfast, hardly even for lunch. It's a prideful, greasy place for sports that I know of. That's what I would know of. It's a sports grill, and it's not aimed for us uh, to live comfortably or have as much of any food. There's not a whole lot of food on Golden West and Warner. So if famine is majorly hitting, you know what I mean, stuff's getting shut down and getting real freaking weird and getting real unholy, of an unholy alliance that it's becoming. We're seeing some end times that are absolutely ashamed of it all. You know what I mean? Outcasts of it, of everything. That's what we're seeing, an unholy alliance. I'm standing up and protesting this. That's what we are seeing, man. That we are seeing World War III. You know what I mean? World War III. And be ready for all. And do not love this place, because We are at war. It is a war zone to be made. So I don't know what this lady is going into, okay? But it's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame, okay? And at that, this is a white woman, of course, that an African American can have much more insight, okay, and reality of what's going on. You know what I mean? Because the devil's getting rid of our bags. That's why. There ain't no reason for them to get rid of our bags. It's the principle. It's the principle that's at hand. Okay? We need plastic bags to go shopping. And why are they getting rid of this next to the Amazon being shut down? Okay, and all this stuff getting closed down and turned into an arcade game that they're making it. You know what I mean? More cyber cars. We got money for wars, but we can't feed the poor. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. It's crazy what's going on with Trump and Musk and these guys, man. And what we're seeing, man, and that it would become this way just to innocently purchase this book to gain wisdom, that the war zone that it would make out of the matter. You know what I mean? And that all we can do is really look to that gold box in the sky, New Jerusalem, man, because we're seeing the end times, man. So an unholy alliance. This is an unholy alliance, unholy. Woe to those that have children in these times. These are the end times. Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches. This is the outlaws who got spots, speaking for some of the last times as we pass by, as we go into the future of it all. You know what I mean? So God bless everybody. Please do continue to follow, like, share, and subscribe to the realest channel on the internet. It is. All condolences, God bless, to John Wayne.